Hello, I'm Jim Horinek. I'm here today to give you a little bit of information on voter apathy and some of the things that in today's society have really helped to decrease that problem. What you need to understand is that voting is one of our basic rights, and that in the democratic system it's extremely important that everyone understand and take part in this process. However, we have a lot of people who really ignore this. They view it as something that they don't need to take part in, that they don't make a difference. They feel that they don't have enough background or information in it. So they just don't even make it out to the polls, and they don't take part in our voting process. This takes place in presidential, all the way down to mayoral elections and city council. The problem is that due to this lack of understanding of how important voting is, there is a complete disconnect between where we need to be and where we currently stand. We have had a few definite standout creations in the last few years that have definitely helped to educate people and get them out to the polls. And the numbers have been shown both in 2008 and in 2010, according to a scholar named Andrew Trotter, who has shown that through tools such as social networking websites, the internet, and just individuals who are willing to get out and spread the vote due to their basic knowledge through these tools. And what I'm here today to talk to you about is just those individual things that have helped and I feel can continue to help decrease the problem of voter apathy in the United States. So, I would like to give you a few figures to let you know the basic problem that we're seeing in the United States. Since the Vietnam era, the amount of people who have actually made it out to the polls has decreased tremendously. It's gone from individuals between the ages of 18 and 65 to individuals 55 and over who make up the majority of the voting pool. Those numbers have continued to skew further and further towards the elderly population. The biggest problem that a lot of people are seeing, scholars individually, are seeing is that if we have a group of individuals who make up the entire voting population that are above the age of 55, when they get so old that they pass on or can't make it out to the polls, who is going to make the decisions in this country? And if we do not instill this in our individuals who are becoming of voting age or just below voting age, where will we be in 20 years? Something that is very new and very hip towards the younger voting population is the internet. There are so many ways that we have tried to reach the youth throughout the years, whether it be rallies, whether it be politicians taking part in the Rock the Vote MTV campaign. But the biggest impact that we have seen in the recent years is the internet. An article written in 2008 called "Webbing the Vote" took a look at the newer versions of politicians' approaches through the use of websites. It looked at Obama's approach and several different websites from political campaigns and how they have approached youth. And what they found is that by using a medium that youth understand and youth feel as trustworthy and comfortable, they're able to help the individuals of the younger age who are becoming new voters to truly feel as they are a part of the voting process. So you have campaigns such as the Barack Obama campaign, which was not only a sweeping campaign, but it was also groundbreaking in many ways. And in this case, the biggest one was his approach through the use of social networking and the internet. Barack Obama had a massive approach, multi-million-dollar approach through websites, through emails, through calling, through texting, that was designed to reach the individuals who were previously considered unreachable. And it is tools such as this that can be used in the future as they were in 2008, but I feel to a greater degree. If we can take these tools and help politicians to understand that not only will it help them to win their campaigns, to win the hearts of younger voters, but also to decrease voter apathy in the United States, that we can really sweepingly change the problem of voter apathy. Another very prominent thing that Barack Obama did, his campaign, is the use, as I mentioned, of social networking sites. Barack Obama had massive amounts of friends and acquaintances and what have you directly through the use of Facebook and a couple other networking sites. Those uses gave him over 780,000 members as of 2008, and this was way prior to any of his mainstream approaches. So even as of 2008, according to Nagorny, Barack Obama had already amassed nearly 1 million individuals of 18 to 35 age who were previously considered unreachable, to not only search him out, but also to follow him, to understand what he's about, to gain knowledge and confidence in what he's trying to accomplish, and that they can actually go to the polls and sway the country in one way or the other based on what they feel is correct. Finally, the other mainstream tool that is being used to affect youth in the approach of addressing voter apathy is interactive news websites. CNN is working really hard at correcting some problems that they've had in the past with their websites. They spend a lot of years formatting their websites to attract older viewers and older individuals, failing to realize the fact that most of the individuals who are looking on the internet are between the ages of 18 to 35, and those who really find the mainstream amount of their news are actually not the elderly individuals. Those who find the mainstream amount of their news on the internet are not the older individuals. So what they come to find out is that if they can tailor their websites to a point that they appeal to younger individuals, people between the ages of 18 and 35, and again, are individuals who are within that voter apathy bracket, they are able to not only increase their numbers, but decrease the numbers of voter apathy individuals. So, by affecting their basic structure on their websites, they have included places where individuals can post information, post blog posts, they can post their own videos, they can interact with their news. They can interact with other individuals of their age, get their viewpoints across, and begin to understand that their viewpoints matter, and that beyond that, their vote matters. So CNN really worked hard during the Barack Obama and the 2008 campaign, and found that they can, like I said, they can increase their numbers and also simply decrease voter apathy. So it was really a twofold project, and they're working really hard in their planning for the future campaigns, because they found that it's kind of a double-edged sword where they can benefit society and benefit themselves. To summarize, what I found in my research is simply that, yes, voter apathy is a problem, but prior to the past 10 or so years, there really has not been a lot of ground gained. There's been individuals who have tried to approach this from a Democratic side or Republican side, and what they found out is that no matter what you do in the old formats, whether it be forums or speeches or newspaper columns or radio talk shows, the individuals who are in the younger voting bracket feel disillusioned and feel disconnected. And the best approach they have found is a new approach, and that is through the use of the internet and social media technologies. By doing this, the hope is that by the next election, we will be able to not only decrease voter apathy, but also help individuals who previously didn't vote to understand why they're voting. Not only just to get them out of the polls, but also so that they understand that they're not voting for a name, they're voting for purpose. They're voting for, what that individual stands for. And there are also sweeping movements within local areas now, thanks to the changes that were incurred by the 2008 campaign, to use these tools to decrease voter apathy also in mayoral and gubernatorial races and city council races. Because if it works at the presidential level, then to a degree it should and most likely will work at the lower levels. So, thank you.